Here we have a resume from Megan During, another former student in the CIBACS program. And as you can see, she's got a pretty nice layout. I like the way she uses her space on the page. She does leave 2 contact phone numbers. I would recommend against this. You should only use 1 primary contact. Notice she doesn't include an email address. So you'd want to make sure that, especially this day and age, you include accurate contact information. Obviously this is not a real address that she used. On your CIBACS rough draft resume, I would prefer it if you use your actual contact information, but ask your parents first to see if they'd want your address on that. If not, change it a little bit and that's okay. But obviously this needs to be cleaned up. But down here she has a very brief objective to obtain an internship at a magazine. Doing what? So that still leads me to ask the question, what type of position are they seeking? And there's a lot to the magazine industry, so does she want to deal with publication? Does she want to deal with advertising or marketing? You've got to be specific in your objective. Also down here you have experience, and if you look at the way she lined this up, I really like the way she moved these items over to the right hand side of the screen with the location of where the business was, where she worked, who her employer was, Penny Westman. She lists that she was a secretary, and also down here, Beach Kids supervisor. This is a really interesting and effective way to lay out your dates of employment. Spacing that out, it's nice and easy to read. I really like the bullet points that she used here. Everything's consistent, and she uses the correct type of verb tense, active past tense, filed documents and other sales records, for example. Really nicely laid out. So consider using this as an example of what to do. If we take a look down here toward the bottom part of the screen, right here, a couple of don'ts. I would not ever put my references on a resume, especially when talking to a few executive recruiters. They frown upon their applicants putting references on a resume. It's not recommended. During the application process, if someone's interested in you, they are going to put the time and effort into contacting some references that you provide after you have your initial interview. So never put your references here. If anything, and you want to waste the space, put it at the very bottom, references available upon request. I like the other items here with hobbies, accomplishments, and other things of that nature. I don't see any huge problems down here. You just want to be very picky and choosy as to what you include. If you can leave any more detail about the CIBACS program and your experience, she might be missing a few awards, for example. So what kind of awards did you receive? That might be something that you could put down next time. So there we go. So what awards did you get? Add that. Anyway, hopefully this one is to your liking. I definitely like the nice use of space and the layout. So consider using this type of a resume.